everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have listened to your reviews and your comments asking me to show you around Belgrade. And first stop is food. The menu at Mali Pijac is a masterful blend of Serbian tradition and French refinement, creating dishes that are both familiar and inventive. Each plate is a celebration of fresh, seasonal ingredients artfully prepared to highlight their natural flavors. From delicate appetizers to hearty mains, every bite tells a story of passion and culinary expertise. From the outside, Mali Pijac exudes a classic European charm. The building's sunlit yellow facade and traditional architecture makes it a striking landmark in the neighborhood. Inside Mali Pijac is a captivating blend of art and ambience. The walls are adorned with bold, expressive artwork, daring pieces that ignite conversation and add to a unique character to the space.
Ćao, ovdje je DJ Pepe. Nalazimo se u bistro Mali Pijac u Savamaloj, Karađorđeva 61. Mi smo ovo mesto otvorili pre 6 godina i misija nam je bila da otprilike bude mešavina francuske i srpske hrane i francuskih i srpskih vina. Nadam se da smo negde to i uspeli da uradimo. Moje preporuke kad dođete ovde je jedna od verovatno boljih pljeskavica u gradu, po mom objektivnom mišljenju. Naravno, tu su famozne brizle, tu je tartar biftek i foie gras koji su nam signature diševi i za sam kraj bih i preporučio baklavu koju nikako ne smete preskočiti ovde. Znači, bistro Mali Pijac, Karađorđeva 61, dobrodošli.
Mali Pijac offers an exquisite selection of wines, featuring both local Serbian varieties and international labels, perfectly paired to enhance your dining experience. As a foreigner living in Serbia for the last 2.5 years, I would have to say Serbian food is really great. Now, here I have in this really nice display, I have some kleb, as they call, some nice sourdough bread, then Serbian salad, so I have some tomatoes and some nice lettuce, but my favorite Serbian salad is called the Chopska Srpski, correct me if I'm wrong, which usually has like the chopped up tomatoes, cucumbers, and cabbage. I absolutely adore cabbage. And then we have this nice veal. I already got started eating, and we have this place of hummus and some, I guess, fried zucchini. It's really, really nice with like some nice whipped cream on top. And we have some ivar. And this is one of my first like traditional Serbian dips that I tried when I first came here. I absolutely love it, and you can put some of it on bread. So we'll get started with here. So and we have, I forgot the name of this, but this is another Serbian dip, and we have some chopped onions. So the thing about me is I am not a foodie, but if you are a foodie living in Serbia, or you want to travel to Serbia and learn like what to eat, there are many restaurants to choose from. Let me just take a bite. Here is Mali Pijac. You have Serbian drinks, as you can see here. This nice bottle of rakia. I never heard of rakia until I actually moved to Serbia, and I'll do like another video featuring what I think of Serbian or rakia and the history of rakia and how it's very much part of not only Serbian culture but Balkan culture. And I love to drink gas water. Many Americans, we're not into gas water. Gas water is something relatively new. I have to say maybe 10 or 15 years ago. It was always flat water. But here in Europe, it's either flat or gas water. So you have great options. And of course, you can have a nice bottle of wine to have with your lunch.
Thank you for coming and tuning in. We opened this place 6 years ago, and our mission was to be a crossover between Serbian and French cuisine. So I hope we manage it somehow to do a good job. In Bistro you can eat one, for me, of the best pljeskavice in town, and this is my honest opinion, not because I'm one of the owners of this place. Also, our signature dish is foie gras. And what I personally like to eat are sweetbreads, which is not common for America, but it's for French and Serbian cuisine and Turkish cuisine, it's very common. So if you like to see what is the mixture between French and Serbian cuisine and French and Serbian wines, you're at the right place in Karađorđevo 61, Sava Mala, Bistro Mali Pijac.
What do I like to eat? Now, I like to cook at home, and maybe once a week I will go out and I would traditionally have some nice bread, and I would have the Serbian salad, and I'll have the ćevapi. Apparently, like, this meal is kind of prepared similar like to ćevapi. And that's like probably the most Serbian food that you can find, or that I discovered when I first moved here. I have like 4 or 5 pieces of ćevapi with the cabbage, and it was just amazing. When I was living in Mali, Kazakhstan, there was something similar, like the little sausages, the meat sausages. And here it's just like, it's very much a staple food of the Serbian cuisine. And aside from that, I just like to cook at home. And since I don't eat a lot of foods, I don't eat pork, I don't eat shrimp, I don't eat a lot of seafoods, though I'll eat salmon and sea bass. It's really hard for me just to taste a variety of Serbian foods. And I don't eat a lot of dairy, so I know people ask, what about borek? Borek? And it's like, borek, from what I understand, it either has pork or cheese. So unless I find like a vegan or vegetarian borek, I would definitely be happy to eat borek. However, one Serbian food that I do eat is the pijac. That is my favorite sweet. I have a sweet tooth. And since most Serbs are Serbian Orthodox Christians, on Wednesdays and Fridays, not most, but a lot of people do fast. So a lot of restaurants and bakeries, they do have special like menus for those that are fasting. So the pozno, meaning vegan, you have the vegan pastries, you have vegan pizzas on Wednesday and Fridays only, which I think the church should say Monday, Wednesday, Friday people should fast, but that's just my opinion. So I have a good selection if you don't eat any dairy. And for those that are vegan, there are actually a lot more vegan restaurants, upcoming vegan restaurants here. However, this is a good place to relax with some friends, especially in the evening. They have live music on the weekends. And if you have a business meeting, this is a great place to come. As well, if you want to go out with your girlfriends, get some drinks. This is like one of the kind of secret gems of Belgrade to hang out. It's not like a very showy, flashy place, which I don't mind. If you want showy and flashy, you can go to Bottega Boutique, or you can go to Sakura or Lafayette if you want the whole entire full entertainment. But this is much more low-key, really great place, good food, good vibes, great energy, and great people. Since it's winter time, a lot of people have asked me, do people smoke indoors? In Serbia, there is a lot of smoking indoors. I think that's like one of the last parts of the world where you do find smoking indoors. And I think you just, when in Rome, you just deal with it. But here, since I've come to this restaurant, they don't have a lot of people that are smoking indoors. So it is a really cool and relaxing place to have a good meal and not to worry about indoor smoking. And it's really, really great. I'm not exactly a big drinker. What I find since I've moved to Serbia, it's typically normal to have a nice glass of wine to pair with your meals. I like red wine, and not too long ago there was a wine fest, so it was like an international expo promoting Serbian wine and other Balkan wine, and other vendors came to showcase their wine. So Serbia has their own vineyards, really great wines, sweet wines, dry wines, red and white, and it's just really amazing. So for lunch, or especially if I have lunch with my boyfriend, we always have a nice glass of wine. I love my gas water. I like to keep it simple. And as far as food, every culture, you can tell a lot about a people and their character and their love through their food. And Serbian people not only are just so kind and friendly, people love to eat here. A lot of business and meetings and relationships are built around food. So when I first started networking and socializing, I went to a lot of very long lunches and dinners. Dinners that last several hours. As an American, I was just not used to having a 5 or 6 hour dinner. And some lunches turn into dinners. I've been to a 10-hour lunch that turned into dinner. And since it's a Slava season right now, last year I did go to a Slava that lasted, it's too long. I was not ready for that. But with Serbian culture, food plays a paramount in the people. The other day, I asked my followers, how often do people go to the bakery? And I thought, is it normal to go to the bakery every other day, and people are like, no, people go to the bakery every day for their fresh bread. And I mean, I love bread, I love it fresh, versus in the US, you're not used to having like going to the grocery store every day. In my neighborhood, I'm lucky because I have 3 or 4 bakeries and grocery stores right in within reach of me. So it's really, really nice to live in a country and a city where finding food and bread is just so accessible. And lunchtime or dinner, people really start out with the bread and some wine and some water, and then meals goes out in different segments. So in Serbian culture, if you're gonna go out to lunch, if you're going out to dinner, take your time, pace yourself, because it is like a little marathon to eat. So eat a little here, eat a little there. Don't eat too much bread. My boyfriend's like, stop eating so much bread, you're gonna get full. So I like to have small meals. But again, if you eat slow, you drink, and that's why I think the lunches and dinners are so long, because you eat a lot, but you just eat in small segments. While you're talking, while you're laughing, while you're negotiating, you eat really small. So that's how people can stay in shape here, because you take your time to eat over several hours. No one's in a rush. As an American, I was so shocked when I came here and see like restaurants and cafes don't rush you. In the US, like people are like, okay, you have an hour and a half to eat. Here, you can be at a cafe for 5 hours. No one's going to rush you to be like, okay, wrap it up, you need to leave. Here, all the cafes are always full, and some people ask, is anybody working? So it's great that you can really take your time to eat your food, enjoy your food, the drinks, the people around you for several hours, and restaurants are not gonna push you to, hurry up and leave. Experience around food in Serbia or going out to eat is not just eat and go home. Going out to eat is a whole entire experience. You take your time, you meet with your friends. Of course, if you're a woman or gentleman, you dress up nice, have your makeup, have your hair done, have your coat, everything. And you really just take your time to eat. So going out is a way to catch up, to reconnect, to do business, to date, and really connect with people. I feel that as an American, I've always been rushed in the US just to like hurry up and eat. Even if you do book a reservation 2 or 3 hours, there's always a push to like get you to leave. Here, I've been in restaurants with friends or my boyfriend, and it's like, okay, it's midnight, what to do? And then maybe they'll flicker the lights if you stay too late. But it's really nice to not feel rushed and to really enjoy your meal and enjoy your company. Now it's time to eat, so please share what are your favorite Serbian foods? What do you recommend foreigners to eat and to drink, and what to try? Wintertime, people are indoors a lot, so we're going to be eating more, especially during this holiday season. If you're curious to travel to Serbia, if you're a foodie, this is paradise for you. Definitely feel free to see my website, to comment below. I'm happy to recommend restaurants, hotels, and how to experience the best of Belgrade. Thank you for watching. Bye!